I know that Death Stranding is not a game for everyone. The first one in particular. I actually really liked it. I thought the game was really fun, and I enjoyed it because I didn't look at it as like an action game or horror game. I looked at it as a old school adventure game, like a little bit like Zelda without the action part of it. Just really about like exploration and going out and exploring the world. The traversal mechanics in the game are very fun. It does have some pacing issues though, there's no doubt about that. And it was one of the things where I was hoping when Death Stranding got re-released as a PC game, I was hoping that modders would eventually like add some things to the game. Because here's my criticisms of the first Death Stranding game. I think that the traversal mechanic and the world exploration is the best parts of the game. What the game needs is more trials and tribulations on the way through the journey, more obstacles. And I'm not just talking about things that blockade you, I'm also talking about enemy encounters, side missions that actually legitimately like get you to leave the open world and go into like underground areas where you do like stealth missions and stuff like that. Variety is the spice of life, and that was the big problem with the first Death Stranding game. The first game was repetitive because of the fact that you were constantly doing the same mechanic over and over again, which was traversal, 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 with a little bit of creative combat here and there, but a lot of it was traversalization. That was the major component of the game. The real enemy of the game was the environment, which was fun and all, but it's the same enemy that you keep facing over and over again. So personally, I would have liked that they approached the game more of a more variety, more encounters with enemies, such as the what do they call them, the human enemies, as well as more boss fights, but also more importantly, like more BT encounters. Yeah, you would run into a lot of BTs, but the BTs, once you figure out how they worked, they're pretty easy to get past, and even the boss fights with the BTs were not that engaging overall and not that challenging. So it's not to say that the game wasn't fun and it didn't have experimentation that was all in there, but it needed more variety and it needed more difficulty to make you utilize problem solving more aggressively. You know, there was definitely a big lack of that. Variety was the big problem with the game. So I really hope they took that and they really expanded on that in this next game, because the Death Stranding game has a very, very great potential if they just expand on the gameplay elements a little bit more.